Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Hilary Swank. You may remember her from Boys Don't Cry, $1 Million Baby, and my personal favorite, Dramatic Performance Followed by Death.
Yay, I'm finally a complete person!
Yes, it's true that Hilary Swank certainly dies in a lot of movies, but it's very rare that an entire movie dies even before you pronounce the title. Let's try it. The next Karate Kid... You see? Now some of you might be saying, what? When did they make another Karate Kid movie? I don't remember that. Well, if you take your copy of Karate Kid Part 3 and simply turn it around, bingo! Karate Kid 4! That's right, this film is so bad that it couldn't even get its own DVD release. It had to be teamed up with the other piece of shit Karate Kid sequel just to see the light of day. So what's wrong with one of Hilary Swank's very first movies? Well, let's go over a little history first. The first Karate Kid came out in 1984. It starred Ralph Macchio as Daniel-san, and that guy from Happy Days as Mr. Miyagi. It's now sort of a standard story. It's about a kid who gets beat up by bullies and this over-the-top teacher, so he learns karate from a quirky but wise karate master. His methods are strange but effective, and at the end the kid finally proves himself by fighting against the bullies in a tournament. Standard, but enjoyable. The sequel was a little different. Miyagi and Daniel go to Okinawa, so Miyagi can visit his dying father and make amends with his angry brother. It wasn't as good as the first, but it wasn't half bad. Even though it had its schmaltzy moments, it continued the story. It wasn't just a cheap retread of the original. That was left for the third movie. And this one flat out sucked. It was the same story as the first one, same characters, same plot threads. The only thing that was different was instead of one hammy over-the-top villain, you had two, who put all their business aside for revenge. Literally, they say that.
Margaret, I'm going to be working full-time on this from now on. Full-time. For the next few weeks, my business is strictly revenge.
Everything is in place, sir.
Who the hell talks like that? Nobody calls up their secretary and says, oh, by the way, cancel my meetings. I'm gonna have a diabolical plan to destroy my arch nemesis. Thanks, you're a doll. Same setup, same climax. What a load of shit platter. So you think that would be the worst Karate Kid movie, right? Well, just a mere 5 years later, they tried to cash in with another karate chop to my nuts in their latest and final sequel, The Next Karate Kid. Well, I think I've built up this shitstorm long enough. Let's take a look. So it starts off with Mr. Miyagi accepting some sort of army unit citation, along with the wife of one of his old army buddies, Louisa. They catch up on old times, talk about Chinese food or something, when we're introduced to the karate brat herself.
Julie, this is Mr. Miyagi. He was a friend of your grandfather. Hi.
Hey, show some respect. He came all the way from Karate Kid Part 3 for this.
I want you to talk to him.
You invited him here, you talk to him.
Where are you going? Susan!
My name is Julie. My mother's name was Susan. She was killed in a car accident with my father and they're both dead.
And the award for worst exposition ever to be uttered in a movie is... The Next Karate Kid! You suck! I mean, wow. That was just painful. How much more force could you possibly get?
My name is Julie. My mother's name was Susan. She was killed in a car accident with my father and they're both dead.
Everybody got that?
So where does angry, troubled Julie sneak off to in the middle of the night? Well, I'm sure she's part of some sort of gang or something, or some sort of criminal drug ring, or some kind of illegal underground fighting, or something else to make the real payoff look unbelievably stupid. She breaks into her school, which is ironic because most kids try to break out of school, and she spends her time feeding a bird. Oh no! Really? This is the height of her troubled teendom? Feeding a hawk with a damaged wing? Unless she's gonna use it for cockfighting, that's not very impressive. But Boston's doughiest arrive on the scene as they try to stop her illegal bird feeding. I love this scene. Watch.
Look out!
Yeah, shine a light on the people you don't want to find you and then throw it at them so that you can't see where you're going. Now technically you could argue that she's trying to distract them away from the bird, but why doesn't she just drop it off at a vet to begin with? What is she, Karate Kid MD? I mean, it makes no sense.
Come on!
What, they just stop? Who sent these guys? They're about as fit as a morbidly obese fiddle.
Don't make me run. I'm filled with pork chops and syrup.
So in a sort of strange foreign exchange program, Susan leaves Boston to go to California while Mr. Miyagi leaves California to look after Julie. Makes sense to me.
Miyagi pick you up here this afternoon, okay, Julie-san? Sayonara.
Gee, I wonder if this is the villain. Yeah. Yeah. Just because you can hold on a shot doesn't mean you should. Cut!
Morning, Julie.
So she's approached by one of the bad guys, who of course you can tell is a bad guy because he always wears a black shirt.
And get you into a little trouble. Or I could pick you up tomorrow night and take you down to the docks. You've been to the docks, haven't you, Julie?
Dream on.
Hey! Most girls in this school invite me. Now you're lucky to get an invitation.
Typical teen love story. Boy meets girl, boy challenges girl to fight on docks. Something's not right about that. So it turns out that Psycho Kid is working for this strange sort of school security called Alpha League. They're nice people if you compare them to the Third Reich.
Some kid drops a candy wrapper, you make him pick it up and eat it.
That's both odd and cruel. Their coach, who is actually named Colonel Dugan, partakes in normal after-school activities, like punching his students in the face, kicking them in the gut, and just flat out choking them.
When the enemy's weakest, that's when you destroy them.
And his ass would be fired. But for the lazy convenience of the story, let's just go with it. One of the students is named Eric, who Julie has a crush on.
Hey, Colonel Dugan told me took Julie Pierce to her next class. Any problems? No. No? Good. Don't forget she's mine.
She's mine to beat and/or make my girlfriend. Eric finds out about Julie's first-degree bird feeding, and so he toys with her about whether or not he's gonna tell anyone.
If anyone finds out about Angel, they're gonna take her away.
Is that what you call her, Angel? How do you know she's a girl?
Will you just answer the question? Well, I'm not getting out of this car until you tell me what you're gonna do.
Fine.
This is how I kidnapped all my other girlfriends, so go ahead.
Hey, do you like my car? It's an Oldsmobile 442.
It's just a car.
It's just a car. Does Michael Jordan just play basketball?
Yes! Have you seen him play baseball? So after they form some sort of bond, I guess, Mr. Miyagi and Julie find that they don't quite get off on the right foot.
Miyagi also talk to people, your teachers. Bring home homework you missed for 3 weeks.
Don't order me around. I told you this morning, I know where I'm going in my life and I don't need any math problems to get there.
How about this math problem? What does one fist plus your face equal?
Julie-san.
Will you just stay out of my life? Stop telling me what to do!
Not try tell you nothing. Try teach you something.
Teach me? Look at you, you can't even speak English!
Ow, bitch! That is Mr. Miyagi! You do not diss Mr. Miyagi! He's like Yoda, he could snap his fingers and your brain would fucking explode! There now, you see? It's not nice to mess with Mr. Miyagi. God tried to smote you. Hope you're happy.
You're not hurt?
I said I was okay!
I'm gonna run back into the house that I was originally running away from.
Go ahead. Do what my grandmother does. Tell me I made another mistake. Julie, you're so thoughtless. Julie, you lost your temper again.
Okay, then what?
Julie-san, Miyagi no need say nothing.
You're not gonna say anything?
Where you learn that?
Learn what?
Jump into tiger position when car almost hit you.
So she tells him that her father used to teach her karate, which is funny because Mr. Miyagi used to teach her father karate. Hey, wait a minute.
Anger, no bring them back.
Wasn't right that they were killed.
Death, not fair to anyone. But still, we must live our lives.
I used to see them so bright in my mind, so clear. Now all I have are these photographs.
Look, I'm running out of fortune cookie sayings. Can we just cut to the sports montage?
I thought maybe you could give me a few lessons.
You pay Miyagi. Take 4 homework paper. Payment 1 karate lesson.
Let's start right now.
Good. first, we wax the car. This hand wax on.
No, here we go.
Forget it. I'm not waxing anybody's car.
Again.
But first we wax the car, then we work the engine.
You know what? I don't think you know anything about girls.
I'm gonna be a boy from now on. Nobody will take that the wrong way.
Oh, it's easier.
So she sees past the wax on, wax off bull dookie, but Miyagi instead hires her on to be a babysitter next door.
Hey!
And 3 dead children later, Julie has learned a valuable lesson.
Babysitting, sometimes good exercise for karate student, Julie, huh?
Well, when do I learn how to break boards and stuff like that?
Why break boards? What boards do to you?
Hey, a board was driving the car to kill my family, okay?
So she breaks out again for her bird feeding. As it turns out, there's a few friends waiting for her.
The cop said it was a girl. Let's go.
It's a trap!
Julie, what's going on?
We're gonna bust you for breaking into school, even though we're technically breaking into school to bust you. But Julie escapes as the tight shirt boys track her down.
There's no way out, Julie. Let's just talk. Let's try to be friends, Julie.
Friends that trash school property even though they're hired to protect it. God, these guys make no sense. Will you stop throwing your flashlight? It's not a damn gas bomb!
I'll see you in the docks.
So Julie gets in trouble again and is kicked out of school for 2 weeks. So Mr. Miyagi decides to take this time to take her to some monks to teach her the true ways of karate. But before they get there, they have to go through a few more stock a-holes who can start a fight if you just sneeze wrong.
Look at my dog. You turned him into a damn chicken.
Come on, let's just get out of here.
You ain't going nowhere until I say so.
That wasn't really as much karate as puppetry, but I guess I'll take it.
That was great, Mr. Miyagi.
Not great. Miyagi always look for a way not to fight. Miyagi hate fighting.
And yet somehow I do it in all 4 films. Bad luck, I guess. So they get to the monastery, or whatever the hell this place is, as Miyagi tries to teach Julie her first move.
Make round kick, land on Okinawa.
That's impossible.
That is why you fail.
So she goes to eat with the monks when she suddenly spots a cockroach.
What? What's the problem?
Within monastery walls, nothing is ever killed.
What a stupid rule.
Oh no, you didn't.
What are you doing?
Miyagi don't live in monastery, Julie-san, but still respect all living things.
Now if you'll excuse me, there's a fly I had to crush with my chopsticks. So after the horrific attempt at cockroach murder, they decide to eat separately from Julie, afraid that her Nike of Doom will harm yet another innocent animal. Cockroach killer. Whore. Slat! I do not know you. But it's okay, because she brings a mantis into the monastery, and I guess that makes everything better somehow.
I'm sorry I tried to kill the cockroach. Look.
And what do you have there? Ah! A mantis! I hate fucking mantises. So the training continues as she is taught to fight obstacles without any vision.
Come on, Mr. Miyagi. How can I block an attack if I can't see?
Then you use ear, nose, skin. Learn to use all senses.
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
Okay, I swear that's the last Star Wars clip. Scout's honor. So he continues to show her how to defend herself against bags and catcher's mitts until they finally decide she's ready to leave. But not before one last bit of bullshit that they have to go through.
Give this demonstration of Zen archery. Give master small thing, anything become possible.
I just shit myself. So she finally gets to go back to school. And what's the first thing she wants to do?
I want to feed the birds.
That's right, feed her damn bird. But Mr. Miyagi suggests that maybe it's time to let the hawk go.
Now release.
Mr. Miyagi.
Julie-san, maybe if you believe, Angel believe too.
Yes, throw her into the water. If she flies, then she was ready to fly. If she falls, then she was a witch. So of course she flies away, and just in time too. The dance is coming up! And not only is Mr. Miyagi teaching her the latest dance moves, but he also managed to get a dress for her.
Miyagi want you to go dance.
How'd you know my size?
That was very difficult part.
No, that's a legitimate question. I mean, are we having our Roman Polanski in our hands or something? So while Julie goes to the dance with Eric, Miyagi and his monk friends go bowling. Wow, saying that out loud just made me realize how stupid that sounds.
Hey. Don't touch this ball, all right? This ball costs serious money. Don't understand English. Look, don't talk either.
What the problem?
Don't breathe. Don't move. I don't want any distractions.
Okay, how come every person in a Karate Kid movie is an asshole? I mean, it's like, hi, how you doing? What, you want to start something? You want to start something? Come on, big boy, come on. So of course they beat them at bowling and make their way home. Meanwhile, at the dance, Julie and Eric are getting nice and friendly until...
You alright? Ned, Dugan said it would be alright.
Leave him alone, McGowan.
What just happened?
This is real smart, Ned. I think you broke your buddy's arm here.
At least he was brave enough to try it.
Try what? Acting like a moron?
Why don't you just mind your business?
I'm so confused. I mean, I honestly have no idea what that was. They're bungee jumping in the middle of a dance? Or what is that?
None of this would have happened if it hadn't been for me.
I'm still not sure what happened. I mean, come on, movie. Was it extreme bobbing for apples? Were they doing one of the jackass stunts? What? Well, there's no time to explain, or at least the movie thinks there's no time to explain, as the bad guys challenge Eric to a duel, I guess. Where? Where else? The docks. Finally, we get to see these damn docks they've been hyped up so much.
I didn't think you were gonna show.
Remember the bull ring, McGowan? Light it.
What the? They blew up a car? What is with these people? It's school security, not fucking gangland.
Now it's payback time.
Okay, did anyone do a background check on that guy?
Finish him off.
It's school security! You write hall passes and send people to lunch! Where does it say murder is part of the job?
What are you all looking at? What do you think I've been training you for?
Manslaughter, of course. This looks like a job for a teenage girl and an old Asian man.
Julie, what are you kidding me?
Let me fight him.
No. You want to fight me?
No fighting.
She wants to fight me.
Mr. Miyagi, if I'm ever gonna respect myself, I have to do this.
No.
Julie-san, right. Now is time.
Wow. That took a lot of coaxing. Mr. Miyagi, I want to fight him! No. But I really want to! Good point. Wah!
All over, Julie-san.
What are you talking about? The war's not over because one battle's lost.
What war? Who are you? Where did you come from?
It's not over.
Then we finish.
You know, for a guy who doesn't like fighting, he sure does do it a lot. I'm Mr. Miyagi, biatch!
Time, put your lights out.
That's right, Mr. Miyagi, blow him away! Not quite what I had in mind, but okay!
Miyagi wins. Blowoutity.
We'll kick some butt.
Fighting not good. But if must fight, win.
So I have to give this movie some credit. It's nice enough not to have an epilogue. It just sort of stops, like, okay, we've tortured you long enough, you can go now. And thank God too, because it turns out the next Karate Kid was also the last Karate Kid. They never made another movie sequel, and thank heavenly Jesus, because these films simply got worse and worse and worse. But in all honesty, to the film's credit, it did try, online audience. It did try. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, I remember it, so you don't have to. Okay, one more.
Do or do not. There is no try.
I love that Muppet. Bye!